So should we still be talking about libraries?
I don't think so. Since there is etymologically there is book in the word, and the institutions we should be talking about in the future probably are not built around books or book-like objects in the future.
What sort of objects will they be built around?
Well, that actually comes down to the very notion of a document, what that will be in the future. Well, I'm not really sure myself, but probably they will not be as monolithic as they used to be in the past. So probably in dealing with them, we should consider much less the container format, but the content itself, which makes a big difference with the way librarians have been working for centuries.
So smaller pieces that are held together more loosely, bound at the last moment, so to speak. Is that the idea?
The idea is flexible dynamic aggregations of small units indeed, RDF triples, things Jan Völterup currently calls nano publications. So they will be small and they will be dynamic and can be reaggregated on the fly.
The same architecture would support viewing these, on the one hand, when they're pulled together as some type of nano object or object, but I suppose you could also view them as much larger webs.
Yes, of course, they are part of virtually very large aggregations. You can even see Europeana as one big aggregation that way. The problem will be to distinguish the library from its constituent parts. You can't really make that difference anymore. And the discussion we currently have about publications and primary data is a first indicator of that actually happening, because the border between containing object and primary research data starts to vanish in a way.
And in that world, what is the role of the librarian? I know it's a simple little question that I'm sure you have a easy, simple answer for, but...
Well, the librarian will be the one that aggregates bits for the scientist who will not be able to read all that anymore, who will need someone that does the selection, the aggregation, the abstracting and all that, that condenses the content in such a way as to make it apprehensible for the scholars and scientists.
How much of that role can be done socially through the scientist's social network and perhaps algorithmically?
Well, some of it can be done algorithmically and socially. Everything that is deterministic can be done that way. But any heuristics that would be innovative, that would try to make new findings, cannot be implemented socially, because that way you only get what you already know.
And so if library is no longer the right term, do you have an alternative?
No, sorry, no constructive criticism here. No, but I think we need to find a new way, a new word. In a way, we are in incunabula stage, where we still think about the way we interact with objects as did people right after print was invented. They still emulated manuscripts. We're still emulating libraries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.